Good morning. I'm at Colts Neck General Store with Tony. And after 2 minutes, even though I had gotten rid of my Brooklyn accent, mother, father, brother, later, pepper, he has his, and it's going to be hard for me to remain with R's in my words today. Tony's from Brooklyn, and what we're going to talk about today is he's single, I'm not, let's be clear about that. And we're going to talk about dating again. So, tell me, you started dating again. How long have you been dating?
For a little over 2 years. I'm on 5 dating sites, and I got a few war stories to tell you. Oh, what am I here to amuse you?
Okay, so what are you looking for?
A nice, easygoing, great girl. Partner in crime.
Partner in crime. Okay, so what do you think is the most important thing that keeps a relationship going?
Well, now that I'm a little older and I learned a few things going around the block, communication.
Exactly. So, you were married for how long?
20 years.
20 years.
20 something maybe. 20.
You can never go back, but you can learn the lesson. What do you think is the biggest lesson that you learned from that marriage?
Same thing. Gotta have communication. Some people have to treat their marriage like a business. If you have a business, if me and Janet had a business, we would talk every night. Oh, you gotta sell this, buy that. You know, nobody does stuff like that in their marriage. You gotta have communication.
So, what do you think happens in a marriage between a man and a woman that, like, initially the communication is there, and then there's mutual respect, and then what happens?
There should always be respect. You can't lose respect for each other. You start taking yourselves for granted. Some, men or women, they have little agendas. Maybe some are narcissists, some crybabies. There's all kinds of people. That's why you got to try to find the right one that you fit. And you can't sweat the small stuff.
Well, you know what, I always feel like when my life was so serious with cancer, everything was so serious. Now that I could sweat the small stuff, I always think life is going really well for me if I could just be complaining about not having creamer for my coffee and having to go out early to get creamer. But let's talk about the dating sites. What is it that you're promoting on the dating sites? Like, how do you promote yourself?
Well, obviously, you need photos because you have the physical attraction. A lot of women, even men too, do a disservice to themselves when they put one picture with sunglasses, hats, or it's at a distance, and you can't see them. So they do. Men or women, they do a disservice to themselves. Everybody asks me because I'm on 5 dating sites, and I have 26 pictures.
Okay.
So I write I have my down to earth bio or profile, and I get a lot of compliments on it.
Oh, good.
And I get a lot of hits or emails, whatever you want to call it. Just that I have to weed out who I like and who I don't like.
Did you have any really good connections on your dating sites?
More, not as many as I thought I would get.
What was the worst? What's your best war story?
Well, I met a woman that you go to a mutual deciding place, and when she shows up, she looks nothing like her picture or her photo.
Okay,
that's the worst.
Was that disappointing? Oh, okay. So the physical, it's always physical. The physical attraction.
Right at first, and then you find out the woman is, wow, this woman's great. She's funny. She's this. She's down to earth. Sometimes they have an attitude, but right off the bat, if they're gonna lie, and the guys do it too. I mean, I heard you get guys that they have their college pictures in there where they have all black hair, and then when they show up, they're all gray, and they look like Phil Donahue. You can't have that. Oh, you know what I mean? So you got to be an easygoing, down to earth, and I always say you can't get crazy over small little things that you can't do nothing about.
So what else do you do to meet people? Like, so
Well, if you don't go on the dating sites that you promote yourself with pictures and you write a little bio, the only thing you have left is either somebody as pretty as you introducing me to one of your girlfriends, so you have referrals, or you have to go to bars and clubs or something like that, and a lot of times you're going to meet knuckleheads, or the women too. What woman's going to go hang out in a bar all dressed up and wait for some guy to come along? Oh, here's my Prince Charming. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but don't you think you could just meet anybody anywhere?
Well, a lot of times they're a little afraid. Like if I go to ShopRite, I do all my own cooking. I'm a very good cook. And I shop, and I know bargains, I read the labels, I've been doing it for years. But if I bump into a girl with a cart and I start talking, they're like, oh, Plus I look, and some of them, they got rings on, so they're married. So so you got to be careful.
You gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful, And then everybody wants you to be politically correct, So, and I'm a very passionate guy. So, I very romantic and very easygoing, and I can fix anything, and I'm a good cook, and
There you go. So, if anyone out there that's watching me is looking to date or looking for a good friend, do you want some friends too?
Yeah, I'll take any kind of friends. It's you know what? They measure a man by the friends he keeps. So, not by the money he makes. So, the more friends you got, the better the connections, or you never know.
There you go. So, comment or instant message me if you want to meet Tony or Tony's friends. He's got a lot of friends.
Oh, you got a lot of gang of friends.
A gang of friends. They're all single men, all good looking, all pretty honest.
Yeah. I wouldn't hang out with any cutthroat, thieving kind of guys.
And here I am, enjoying my morning coffee with great creamer in this great atmosphere with all people I know. I just love it here. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a really great day. Bye.